Yo, what's good, fam? It's your man Jay. I'm back with another episode of Evolutionary Comics, and today is CGC Slab Day. So I got some CGC slabs back from CGC, and I just want to show you guys what I got, what the grades were. I'm not like most people. I'm not freaking out if I didn't get a 9, 8 on every single slab. I don't get down like that because I know those guys do a great job, and there's a lot that goes into slabbing a book. And I know that a lot of the books, they weren't in the greatest condition when I sent them in. I didn't get anything pressed, so I didn't need CCS services or anything like that. But I'm happy with what I got. I'm happy with this comic book art. I used to call these comic book coffins. Now I call them beautiful frames that uphold the artwork that is a comic book. So without all that, let's get it. Alright, so this is my stack of slabs that I just got back from CGC. I don't like to, do the taking out the box thing because it's too cumbersome and all of that, so I take them out. Plus, I'm a little impatient, so I just want to look at some of the grades ahead of time. So I know some of the grades, other grades I don't know what they are. Either way, I'm happy to have them back. I got 4 more books down at CGC. I got a magazine, a slam magazine, and 3 other books that are all getting pressed. Those are books that, no, 2 are getting pressed. One is a signature series book that got signed by Derek Chu. So Derek Chu signed the book for me. So I got all of that coming back, but I'm patient for that as long as I get little tidbits here and there. So first book up to share with you guys, and since I already know the grades, I'm gonna move this out the way and put that over there. All right, so this is the Black Panther #1. This is the Jurdovic variant cover. I ain't gonna try to say his name no more. It is what it is. But I got a 9.2 on this thing right there, nice and beautiful. And this is very prolific right now because with Wakanda Forever about to come out and Namor being named as the main villain in that story, and this is where they go to war. So this is really dope. I picked this up a long time ago. I don't even know what made me pick it up other than I like Namor and I like Black Panther. So yeah, here we go. But yeah, that's pretty dope. Happy to have that in my collection. Hope you guys can see that pretty well. Next up, and these are in no order because like I said, I just stacked them. I looked at some of them or whatever. But next up, I got some DC Milestone goodness. This is Static Season 1. This is the Oliver Copel cover, the sketch cover. I guess that's what you're going to call it, but I got a 9.8. This is the 1 per store edition. I was lucky enough to get this one from Emerald City Comics, my local comic book shop. So, snag that one up. Yes, indeedy. I know a girl named Dee Dee. Alright, so next up, I got Spider-Verse #6. And I wasn't happy with this grade. I was really, nah, I'm joking. I was cool with it because, it is what it is. I'm not sure exactly was there a, I don't know if there was a stacking bend or what the case may be, but as you see, I got the Signature Miles label, and this is a David Raposa cover. And it was a hot book at the time. As you know, I don't sell books or anything like that. What's in my collection is in my collection. I may trade with my friends sometimes to get something that I really, really want, but I'm not selling anything. So, all right. So next up, I got Amazing Spider-Man 529, and this is the first appearance of the Iron Spider costume. I got a 9.6. This is a Brian Hitch cover. That's pretty dope. Ever since I saw this, I started watching really YouTube videos, comic book videos. I see that almost everybody has this particular book, and I was like, that is hella dope. I love the colors. I love how it looks. Just thought it was really dope. Don't really know about the story. I didn't get around to reading this one just yet, but it is something that I'm going to eventually read and find out, you know, what's going on, how he ended up getting the Iron Spider costume. I know it's probably something Tony Stark gave him, but yeah. So I got a 9.6 on that thing, and yeah, I got the New York City skyline in the back and the Peter Parker Spider-Man label. Cool with that. All right, so next up I have Ironheart #1, and I always thought this was a dope cover. This is the Vecchio cover with the bullet wounds or the bullet holes in the wall, and she is unscathed because she is the mighty Ironheart. I can't wait for this to actually hit the MCU. She is probably one of the biggest reasons that no matter what happens, I am still going to go watch the Wakanda Forever movie. I'm big on the recast T'Challa movement, but as long as Riri is in the movie, I will definitely be watching it as soon as it comes out. I probably will be pissed if they got some chicanery, some nonsense going on. Trying to have a lot of faith in Ryan Coogler, but I don't have a whole lot of faith in Marvel. Definitely don't have a lot of faith ever since Feige came out and was like, oh, we're not going to recast the role of T'Challa. How are you not going to recast the role of T'Challa when he is the first black superhero in Marvel comic books? I mean, he's the first black major superhero in Marvel comics. And you got so many other people. Hell, Ant-Man has 3 movies, about to have 4 movies out, and Black Panther only had 1. And it wasn't even like an origin story. Y'all stop playing with me. Go ahead and do things the right way. Stop being shady. Recast T'Challa. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, all of that. But recast T'Challa for somebody to get mad. Anyway, moving right along. We got Miles Morales Spider-Man #18, and this was purely I got it because it's Miles Morales storyline, but this cover is hella dope. So this is really a smooth ass cover. This is the Patrick Brown cover. I like Patrick Brown's artwork. Also got the Miles custom label, and this is supposed to be what, a Hammerhead and Black Cat appearance. Yeah, we don't care about that, but yeah, this cover is super dope. I love this, and actually I'm gonna put it down in the link below, or it may flash on the screen. But there's a couple of covers that are coming out that are similar to this one, so y'all check them out. Be on the alert. I can't remember the artist who actually did them, but I know I ordered at least one of them, maybe both of them. I'm not sure, but I know it's in the mail. I'll just put it that way. Whenever they get printed, they get sent out. I know I got copies of the new ones, so I will share those with you when they come out. All right, so next up we got Venom #3, and this is the first appearance of Null. And this was a hot book when it first came out, the Donny Cates book. This is probably at the explosion of the whole Donny Cates era, when he was really, you know, gaining momentum as far as being a writer. He always puts out dope stuff, but when this came out, this really put his name out there for even the people that were, you know, casual comic book readers. This is the first appearance of Null. Miles Morales also appears in this particular book. It's funny because when this came out, I was like, I'm not picking that up. I don't really read Venom. But then I walked away as I looked at the cover, and when I turned around, all of them were gone. It was like, I think there's like maybe 5 or 6 on the shelf when I saw it. All of them were gone. This was New Comic Book Wednesday, and it was early in the morning, so somebody knew something that I didn't know. I had to go to another comic book shop to hunt this down. I got this one for 15 bucks, and the guy rated it. He graded himself, and he graded it at a 9.4. So if you're not a CGC grader, leave it to the experts to do the grading. So estimate all you want. Don't matter until it's in this case, and somebody at that place in Sarasota says this is what it is. So happy to have that book. Yeah. Next up, I got Black Panther #3. This is the second printing. This is the first cover appearance of Tosin Oduye. He was supposed to be like this new Black Panther. He's going to be taking the reins from Black Panther or whatever, but this is his only appearance. So they said that he was going to be in Black Panther number 5 with this John Ridley run, and he wasn't. So I don't know what's going on. I think it was number 4 or 5. Yeah, I think it was number 5 they said he was in. But he wasn't in there. And, you know, I don't know what's up with it. But I know that the Turin Clark variant that I had was something that's still hot. It's still hot on the presses. So I don't know what the value is of this particular book, but I got about 4 covers of this, and they're all probably 9/8 as well. But I'm ready to see what Tosin Oduye is all about. I don't know if it's going to be a spinoff, how they're going to introduce him to the whole storyline. But he's a kid who he lives in one of the villages on the outskirts of Wakanda, and his village, they kind of have turned their eyes away from technology, but they are still embracing vibranium. Which, if you look at him and you see the markings on him, they are actually tattooing vibranium into their bodies so they can still benefit from the properties of it, the health properties, the strength, and all of that. So I'm interested to see how they kind of work that in. I don't know if they figured it out yet, but just in case it does blow like it's supposed to, and they keep saying, oh, he's going to be another Miles Morales. There's never going to be another Miles Morales, so to speak. But if he's in that same vein, your boy already got the first cover appearance, and I got the first appearance, which is coming up soon. Alright, so next up, I got Avengers 37, and this is the Alex Ross cover, and this is a cold cover. Now, I love the all-black costume that T'Challa has. I love this uniform. This has always been hella dope to me. Alex Ross did a whole series of these covers. I got most of them, but I definitely had to get this one. So, you know, being a Black Panther fan, you know, you got to have certain stuff in your collection. I'm not sure. I got a statue back up there that has that particular costume on it. So, super excited about that. So, yeah. Anyway, moving right along. Next book up is Earth 2, number 25. And I don't know if y'all know about that one or whatever, but shout out to Shaq. Hope Shaq one day watches my videos. Hope he is a collector, or wish he was a collector. I don't know if he is. If I ever meet him, I'm gonna convince him to be a collector. Because I know, you know, with the whole Black Superman thing, he kind of, you know, he dabbles a little bit. But anyway, this is the first cover appearance of Val Zod. Not the first appearance. His first appearance is before this one. But this is the first cover appearance of Val Zod, the Black Superman from an alternate universe. So nobody get their panties in a bunch over Clark Kent is the only Superman. Shut up. Anyway, got a 9/8 on that thing. Happy about that. Happy with this book. I picked it up based off the strength of, you know, that I know that Michael B. Jordan is about to make. He's about to produce a movie about it or something. But never read the story, but I have been reading, I think it's Infinite Frontier or something like that, that has him infused in that storyline, which is a pretty new book. So if you're out there, you're picking up something, check that out. Find out more about Val Zod. Alright, so next up, shout out to GC3, my class, my homies, and Master Chief Paul. Tony, this one's for you, of course. Shout out to my man Brian, Nate, Nick, and my man the OG Ray. So we have plenty of conversations about this particular cover artist. Everybody know he's one of my favorites, and I don't care, you know, what nobody says. He be putting out some dope-alicious covers. So this is Devil's Reign number 1, the Scotty Young variant, and you can't tell me that ain't a dope cover. If you tell me that this is not a dope cover, I'm going to tell you you's a damn lie. I know my grandma told me not to say stuff like that, but if you say that this is not a dope cover, guess what? Escobar, they a damn lie. So, anyway, happy to have that. Happy to have that. It's a 9/8. When I got it off the shelf, I knew that it was going to be fire. I knew that I was going to get it slabbed. I knew that it was going to be a 9/8 because I inspected the book before I left the store. And yeah, so this is one of my favorite pieces of my comic book art collection, as you see. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know. Give me some constructive criticism. Tell me about how Scotty Young ain't dope as an artist or whatever you want to say. But just talk to me. Let me know. So like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. All right, my next book up is the very first title run series of Black Panther, issue number 1 from 1977. When this book came out, I was 6 years old, I think. Nope, I was 5 years old. I was going to be turning 6 that August. This is from January of 1977. But yeah, so I got an 8.0 on this thing. It's all good because this has some, I guess, like, what is it, transfer stain or something like that. Something they call it like that down at CGC. But anyway, it has some stains on it. The whole cover wasn't aligned like I thought it should be, but still happy to have this 8.0 because I thought it was going to be a lower grade. See, CGC does do you right. So all y'all complaining about CGC grades and this and that, the only reason you're complaining is because you're hungry and you're trying to get your pockets fatter. Be happy with what's in your collection like I am. Or don't. That's your business. I'm happy with my collection, so anyway. Alright, so finally, the last book out of... Alright, so finally, the last book out of this particular CGC submission. And this is the very first appearance of Black Panther number 3. It's the first appearance of Tosin Oduye. This is the 9.8. This is, what cover is this? The Alex Ross cover. So yeah, Alex Ross did this cover as well. So that's fire. So this one, I have all of them. So I can't remember who did all of them, but yeah, I got all of these covers. I made sure that, as far as my pull list goes, I always let them know if it's Black Panther, go ahead and put it in my box because 9 times out of 10 I'm going to get it. So happy with this one. This is a great finality to my submissions. That 9.8, like all you 9.8 fanatics out there, 9.6 ain't bad. I think really with, just a side note, I think with people complaining about not getting a 9.8 on every single book that they submit, something's wrong with you, number one. Number two, I really think that the whole disparity between the value of a 9.6 and a 9.8, that gap has to be closed. And the only way it's going to be closed is by us as the consumer, us as the collectors, say, hey, if you're charging $3,000 for this 9.8, then the 9.6 should not be $1,500. It should be a little bit closer because I'm not, great at math, but half of 9.8 is going to come out to what? Like a 4.9 or something like that. I don't know, 4.8, something like that. Anyway, 4.6. No, that's 12. 4.8. I was right. Anyway, like I told you I wasn't good at math, but you get what I'm saying. So it's not half of the value just because it's not a 9.8 down to a 9.6. We gotta do better with that. The disparity has to come closer because when they're grading these books, the difference between a 9.8 and a 9.6 isn't that great. It could be anything. It could be a spine tick with a cover break where you can see the white. It could be a slight bend. A corner could be missing. Anything like that. Any of those things is going to bring the value of the comic book down a little bit, but it doesn't take away from the overall greatness. I have a Adam Brashear Legend of Blue Marvel 9.6. Couldn't figure out why this book is not a 9.8 when I first got it. Looked at the back of the cover. It has a tiny little scuff mark that you can't really tell because it's white. It's like a light color. It's on the back of the cover and it's really light, so you can barely tell. But I accept it because it's a defect. So anyway, that's my little soapbox moment. Shout out to Stan Lee and his soapbox moments. Shout out to Marvel. Shout out to comic books in general. Shout out to the comic book community. Shout out to CGC. Shout out to Emerald City. Shout out to everybody. Today is, I forget what day it is. I think it's Saturday or Sunday or something like that. Got another day off, so have a great Memorial Day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to go deal with the cat and have a conversation with him about knocking over stuff. And wait, it's going to be one of those wait till your mama get home type things. So when my daughter gets home, she's going to deal with him. So until then, continue to evolve and holler at your boy. Evolutionary Comics. Peace. You know, Escobar, you know you're gonna get in trouble. Cause now you sitting up there like you ain't did nothing. I already told your mama and I sent pictures of you in the process. So you can go to sleep and act like nothing happened, but something is gonna happen to your little orange self when she get home. Just want you to know that. So you can sit there and act like you don't hear me all you want. But told you we gonna buy a little cage or something to put you in when you go to acting up and being bad. Cause you seem like you just don't want to listen when people are talking to you. And you just don't want to do what you told. When people say get down, stop climbing the walls, get off the ceiling, stop break dancing all over the place. That's what you need to do. You need to listen. You only 5 months old. You a little kid. I know you hear me too.